Sports. And we've got the Giants' sure-handed wide receiver, as he's topped the 1,300-yard mark receiving on the year. It's the Giants and the Vikings, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at Madden. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive.
They'll be led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They go play action now. Jackson.
Across the formation, Hardman gets the completion.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. Second down. 2nd and 5 now. Herbert finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. Taken in by Pascal out left. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up a run-the-darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd touchdown, Giants. Jahan Dotson, 26 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Play action. Now Jackson. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
The Vikings at 10-5 to start play. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit.
And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for Minnesota. 45 yards. Jackson now. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The New York set to take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Herbert's throw complete there to Smith. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Pascal. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, open target here. Darius Slayton. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 44 yards. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw there complete to Hamler. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll try and run the option left side. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A gain of 12, and the Vikings first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Herbert's throw taken in by Slayton.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From the 25 on second down, Jackson going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Holding, offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Here's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Herbert off of play action. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good, and that'll bring them back within 4. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the 21, it's second and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And it's throwing complete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On third down, Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Hands it off out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. That's good for 28 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert now. Complete. Smith has it.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. They snap it to Herbert. That one complete out to Dotson. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career. So that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Jackson. He's got Hamler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Throwing, Jackson. This pass caught by Hamler. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. So they'll decline the penalty there and go ahead and keep the yards lost on that last play. Jackson. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
No problem there on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants now down by 7, 33 seconds to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Now Herbert connects with Slayton, and he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Herbert going to throw. And Dotson, he's got it. Oh, and he'll be tackled and covered up inbounds. They get another first, but they're working with no timeouts. Herbert. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have